Michael Jordan was, without a doubt, the most legendary NBA player, but some people don't know that he actually engaged in trash talking quite a lot. Welcome to our channel, and today we'll be taking a look at 10 stories of times Michael Jordan trash talked somebody. Stay until the end of our videos to find out more about these stories, and also subscribe to our channel for more great videos like today. Now let's begin. 10th place, shutting up the heckler. There have been some epic fan-player rivalries over the years, with Spike Lee and Reggie Miller being the best instance, but some poor Cleveland Cavs fan experienced what it was like to go toe-to-toe with Michael Jordan during a game in the 1995 season. To break it down, some bozo who scored a front row seat was heckling Jordan all game long, telling him to wear different shoes and all sorts of other stuff because Michael only had 6 points in the first half. That one's definitely a mean one. As the video shows, Jordan made it his priority to shut the guy up as he went out and dropped 23-second half points, led the Bulls to the win, and pointed to the fan to be quiet once the Bulls star took a seat on the bench with the game's outcome decided. 9th place, Michael Jordan and Steve Smith. Jordan and Steve Smith are both guilty of trash talking one another. Steve Smith and Michael Jordan used to jaw at each other regularly, and both guys seemed to get a kick out of the trash talk, the kind of thing that elevated their game, so to say. Smith recalled one of the most memorable games against MJ on NBA Open Court a few years back when he couldn't exactly figure out what Michael Jordan's taunt meant until it was too late. Quote, one time he started counting backwards. He said something like 38 and I didn't get it, and he starts saying 36. So wait a minute, he's going backwards? Now if he gets a 0, he got 40 points. Definitely a more playful example than the rest of the examples we'll be seeing today. 8th place, MJ vs Gerald Wilkins. When the Bulls played the Cavaliers in the 1993 playoffs, they had brought in Gerald Wilkins, aka the Jordan Stopper, in an effort to shut down the superstar. However, Jordan had other ideas, giving Wilkins buckets the entire series, culminating in him saying, he can't guard me, after he hit a tough shot. 7th place, close eyes throw with Mutombo. In a November 23rd, 1991 game against the Denver Nuggets, Jordan had some fun with Dikembe Mutombo at the free throw line with 5 seconds left in a Bulls victory. Quote, hey Mutombo, this one's for you, Jordan says, and makes a free throw with his eyes closed and afterwards a big smile on his face. 6th place, he used cigars to intimidate. This story was found in Vulture. It depicts Chris Webber talking about Michael Jordan's very creative intimidation tactics, using cigars. It's said that Michael Jordan was a cigar aficionado and thought he never outright burned anybody with them. He did employ them as a show of his strength. Washington forward Chris Webber remembers that during the 1997 playoffs against the Bullets, Jordan came into their locker room with a lit cigar and asked, who's going to check me tonight? Webber said in 2013 that before the third and final game of the Bulls series sweep, the young team got off its bus at the arena to find Jordan and Scottie Pippen smoking cigars, hanging around Michael Jordan's Ferrari. It was almost like, I lit the cigar. I'm a celebrity already. This is just a formality, you guys getting on the court tonight, Michael Jordan said. This story proves that Michael Jordan was a hyper-competitive monster while he was on the board, which is something most people knew already. Johnny said physically that Jordan and Pippen were about the same as defenders, but when you add in MJ's ruthlessness and trash talk, that put him ahead of Scottie. When Johnny was coaching with the Hornets in 1995, they had a good team. Glenn Rice, Mourning, Johnson. Series was tied at 2 and Hornets had a chance to win Game 5 in Chicago. On the biggest possession of the game, Muggsy had the ball with the Hornets down 1. Jordan backed off him and told him, shoot it you midget. Muggsy shot it and it didn't come close. A year later, Muggsy actually told Johnny Batch that he believes that single play ruined his career. His shot never recovered. 4th place, Amin El Hassan's story about Michael Jordan. Quote, there's a story of Michael Jordan back in the old Chicago stadium. He'd show up really early to get his shots up on game day. If you show up to an arena early enough, you'll see the Gamehouse people basically doing a dry run through everything. One of the things they have is that thing where it's like the 3 Bulls flying and it's like, who's gonna win? So Mike is watching this and he's like, oh, so you guys already know who's gonna win. And the guy says, yeah, we know, it's all pre-recorded, Jordan says. So you know who's gonna win tonight, right? And he says, yeah, the red one. Fast forward to the game, timeout, Phil is drawing up a play. Mike goes to Scottie and says, $100, the red one wins. And then proceeds to do this for the rest of the season and Scottie never catches on. 3rd place, Michael Jordan trash talks a reporter. This is another story about Michael Jordan told by Vulture, this time about Jordan insulting a reporter. Jordan didn't give up basketball when he played in MLB's Arizona Fall League, and his devotion to his sport seemingly came close to killing a reporter who covered his team, the Scottsdale Scorpions, invited by Francona to play in a game. Beat writer Steve Gilbert, overwhelmed and a bit out of shape, ended up in the hospital that night because he was so out of breath. Jordan said that was the last time Gilbert would be allowed to join him. Quote, "Listen, you can't play basketball with us ever again because I can't have a good time if I'm worrying about you keeling over and dying," he told the writer. Second place, Stackhouse vs. Jordan. During Jerry Stackhouse's rookie season with the Philadelphia 76ers, the fellow North Carolina product reportedly made a quote to the effect of, "I can't beat Michael Jordan one-on-one." He pretty much dug his own grave by that point. Jordan was guarded by Stackhouse for the majority of their first game against each other and proceeded to drop a season high of 48 points on him, winking at the Sixers bench after nearly every bucket. The word savage wasn't that famous back then, but that's exactly what MJ's play was that night, and poor Stackhouse was on the receiving end of it. First place, Reggie Miller vs. Jordan. We're finishing off our countdown with a friendly reminder that you shouldn't trash talk the biggest dog on the block if you can't back it up. Basketball Hall of Famer Reggie Miller found that out the hard way when in a 1987 preseason game, Miller started running his mouth to MJ after the first-year Pacer had outsourced Jordan 10-4 in the first half. That's when shit got real, as Jordan finished the game with 44 points to Miller's 10 and then reminded to Reggie to, quote, "You sure? Be careful, you never talk to Black Jesus like that." So what's your opinion on all these Michael Jordan trash talk times? Let us know in the comments below. Also make sure to leave us a like, share this video with your friends, and also subscribe to our channel for more great videos like today. We hope you enjoyed this video guys, and we'll be sure to see you in the next one.